deal makers. Today I'm super excited to have these rock star, actually from my country, Colombia. His name is Oscar Echeverry, and if you are in the South Florida real estate market, you have to know this guy. He started his business in 2001 as a homeless handyman, and in 2011 he started his journey as a real estate investor. He's the owner of Gaia GC Construction and Inspections. He's a home inspector for retail and investors as well. He's a general contractor, and he's a real estate investor. Oscar, I know you're super busy today, brother. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. How are you?
Very good, and thank you for inviting me to your webcast. And it's exciting to have the opportunity to share our knowledge with other people.
Awesome. So before we started, I wanted to introduce you. I wanted to know a little bit about you. Again, as I mentioned, every real estate investor in South Florida must know this guy. He goes to a lot of networking events here in South Florida. But tell me a little bit about you. Tell me in a little bit, in a nutshell, what do you do and how did you become the person or the business owner that you are today?
Okay, very quick. I came to this country from Colombia in 2001. I started the process on getting into real estate as a handyman. I used to be homeless. I used to work and live in the places where we were working and fixing properties for other investors. I quickly realized that was the path to follow. I saw the profits, I saw what they were doing, and essentially I was just fixing everything. I really loved what I was doing, so I decided to get a license as a general contractor. In 2007, I got my license. Ever since we created Gaia Construction, and we recently changed the name to Gaia GC Construction Inc. In 2011, we decided to enter the market as an investor and created a second company called Gaia Inspections Inc. It was one of the investors' idea that I should be charging for what I knew. It was an excellent idea, and decided to work for investors, helping them reduce the price of the property that they get under contract by providing comprehensive reports that will allow you to renegotiate the price while you are during the inspection period. So essentially, we help investors get better deals through the inspection process. And today we own several rentals, and we continue to strive in the market, and we always got good relationship with the investors.
Awesome, guys. Subscribe to the channel below. This is a great story about a guy that comes from my country. And we came, we came the same year, actually. Now that I'm thinking, I also came to this country in 2001. And we came with a vision, but with not too much opportunity. But we came to the land of opportunity. And just with hard work, dedication, good work ethic, anything is possible. Like this guy, he can be financially free right now with the rental income that he has. He chooses to work, to keep working, and that's the importance. That's why I'm doing these deal makers, because I want to interview people that are moving the economy, people that are making deals happen, people that are making shit happen in the economy, and not necessarily the millionaires and multimillionaires. No, the people that are working every single day to move this economy and to get a better life for them. So guys, subscribe to the channel below, Cash Flow Talk. What a great information, man. Tell me a little bit about your business, as because it's so important, these home inspections. Me as an investor, I'm always looking to get the cheapest deal possible, right? The lowest price that I can acquire a property, and these inspections help a lot, because now it's something from a licensed contractor, from an individual that knows the business and can provide a licensed report showing, hey, this is what's wrong with the property, allowing us, the investors, to renegotiate the prices when we're putting them on the contract.
That is correct. And I want to point out, if you guys want to have a sample of the way we work, go to our website, www.gaiagc.com. That's GAIAGC.com, and download the sample report that we have there. If you're an investor and you see the content in these reports, you will quickly realize, oh man, this is valuable. As a matter of fact, we normally promote you will get 100 times the money that you put in the report. So if you put $275 into the report, likely you're gonna get back $27,500. And I'm not BS, because we do about 935 of these inspections every year for investors only. And what we do is very simple. We you get a property under contract, and you know for a fact that the $300,000 price tag is overpriced, and you need to create a deal, number one, or number two, you need to show the seller that the price is too high. But how do you do that without, necessarily fighting with them about prices? So you contract a third party like us. We go in, we're unbiased, we don't say any lies, by the way. The house has to be in a certain state of disrepair for the process to actually work.
Absolutely.
So in the case of the short sales, it's very simple. The bank wants $300,000. Camilo needs to get it at $200,000. How are we gonna do that? We go in, we describe every single item that requires repair or that requires upgrade. Very important, repair or upgrade, in order to make it a viable solution for your business. So when Camilo gets back to the bank with $150,000 in repairs that we truthfully say this is required, then the bank listens to you in a different way. Oh, we didn't know that you actually were doing such much research into this, and you provided 100 pages report with all the pictures and all the description and the prices necessary to put this house back the way it should be. So
exactly.
Then the bank say, okay, we cannot give you X amount, but what about we talk about this price? And then negotiations started. We say it this way, we give you the hammer, you should know how to use the hammer. So we give you the report, Camilo, you should be the negotiator. You should know exactly what to do with the report. We don't get involved in the negotiation.
Exactly. We get the tools that allow us to negotiate. Obviously, like he's saying, the house needs to be in a certain situation, in a certain condition where it can allow you to negotiate. But with his tool, with his inspection report, either for retail or for investors, with that report, that's a tool that you can hire a third-party company to allow you to renegotiate these prices. Obviously, depending on the market, depending on the property, depending on the condition, and depending on the seller. But it's your job as an investor to negotiate with the tools that you have.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But before you continue, it's very important to clarify, okay, why can't you guys hire any inspection company that you want, or any contractor that you want, or any investor that you want for this case? Because we say it all the time, we have the home inspection license, the general contractor license, and we know from the beginning to the end the type of business that you're in. So it's not like overselling our services, overselling our company, our services. It's just we know exactly what needs to be done for the deals to work.
Exactly. He's a home inspector and general contractor, investor friendly is what he's trying to say. You can hire another contractor, another inspector, but these guys specialize in investors and has been in so many transactions for investors that he knows what he's doing. So and the prices are very affordable. So Oscar, tell me a little bit more about your story, because I want to inspire the person that is saying, oh, I can't do it, this is too hard, real estate is not for me, I don't have the money, I don't have the experience, I don't have the credit. But you and I came from the same country. You and I came from a very similar economical situation. We had to get out of our country desperate because of the violence that we had in our country and the lack of opportunity. We came to this country with absolutely nothing. And today, so many years later, we're thriving. And I believe that we have accomplished so much more than so many more people. But tell me a little bit about your story. How did you start becoming an investor? What made you say, okay, real estate investing is the way to go? How did you buy your first rental property?
Okay, let's go back to 2001 when I arrived in here in the United States. I didn't have any English. As a matter of fact, some of you can notice that I have a really strong accent. My wife loves it. But the fact was that I fell on the right path. I fell with the right people, and they allowed me to live in the places where we were working. To me, it was like a great opportunity because I wasn't paying rent.
Of course.
But at the same time, I was actually learning everything that I needed to learn. And I didn't know how to swing a hammer. That's another thing. And I got involved with, they were rehabbers, by the way. They were rehabbers doing flips. And they actually taught me how to install drywall, how to do painting, tile, baseball. I mean, I was excited, you know. My background in Colombia, I used to work for the Navy and just computer, everything related to computers. So it was a complete different scenario. So after that, throughout the years, I continued to do construction work and remodeling work and decided to go on my own as a handyman probably 3 years after I started, so in 2004. Then I got hired by a company to do inspections. The name of the company is IBA Consultants, based in Miami. And we were doing essentially envelope inspection. And envelope is glass and glazing, windows, roofing, stucco work. And my boss in the time, he told me, if this comes to an end, you need to have something on your own that is going to help you to continue. So he was actually telling me, we're going to get rid of all of you guys. So
yeah.
What is it that you're going to do on your own to move forward by yourself? So he told me, get a license, whatever it is, I'll support you. So he saw something in me that he decided to support me. So I decided I want to get the general contractor license. So I studied for the license. I got my license in 2007. And in 2009, we got laid off from that job.
Wow.
You know, we continued to do to be good friends, but the circumstances were the downturn in the economy in 2009.
Yes.
So that pretty much killed the deal with the inspections on that company. So in 2009, we got laid off, and I started working as a general contractor on my own in 2010. We created the company in 2007, but there was nothing to be done until 2010. So I started doing work as a GC and saving a little bit of money. Then in 2011, we got the first deal in Hollywood. Always being in touch with the investor community all the time. In 2011, we got this single-family home for $72,000 in complete disrepair. It's a disaster. It was a disaster. We still have that property. And to me, it's like a good luck type of property. I don't want to ever get rid of that first property that we bought.
Absolutely.
Then we bought the second house. It was like a duplex, but it was illegal. It was efficiency and a 2-1 on the other side. So we kind of like made it legal, and we kept it for a while. Then we bought another house in Top Street. We still have that house. Then throughout the investors, we start talking about doing inspections, etc. So the inspection company was created, and believe it or not, actually 3 of those houses that we have now came from investors trying to sell it, and they couldn't sell it because the circumstances were so bad. They offered me to an additional discount. They offered me these houses to an additional discount. So yes, I am in a very particular position in which I get in touch with these deals sometimes before anybody else, including you as my client. You send me over to see what's going on with the house, and I tell you what it is. And in some cases, you tell me, look, how about you give me whatever I'm paying plus 20. And I say, let's make a deal.
That's awesome.
That's how it happened. So there goes my background. There goes the way we grew. And now we have an additional company called Empire Holdings and Developments LLC. That's the one that takes care of the rentals that we have acquired. The last one that we did was our own house in Coral Springs. And the previous house where we were living in Coral Ridge, we decided to do Airbnb. So for you guys trying to get an Airbnb, that is awesome.
That's great. That's great. So what I'm trying to share with you guys is it's a guy, a deal maker here that started with nothing, that started learning how to swing a hammer, that started learn how to put drywall and install doors and kitchens. And now he has an inspection company, a renovation company, and he started little by little creating some capital so he was able to acquire a rental property, which then turned into 2, and then 3 and 4 and so on. And today he could retire if he wanted to. Obviously, we were talking before we put the record button here. We were talking that we could retire today, but are we going to live comfortable? Yes, but are we? Do we have a lot more in us that we can bring to the market, that we can make more, and we are ambitious of making more and creating more results? Absolutely. That's why we keep working and we keep increasing that. But that's also one of the reasons why my company name is Cash Flow Properties. I'm all for the cash flow, rental income, passive income. That's the most important thing. Whatever avenue you decide to create capital, and I believe real estate is the best way to create capital, then you turn into rental income that creates your financial freedom. Oscar, tell me a little bit about how you see yourself in 5 years.
Well, I was talking to an investor recently, and I said I really want to retire when I'm 50. I'm 44 now.
Okay.
So I see myself in 6 years
Okay.
retire.
Okay.
I really want to retire at 50. And by retire, I mean the companies will continue to operate, but I will not be involved in the companies as I am right now. I'm a hard worker individual. I probably work 60 hours a week as a minimum.
Yes.
The way I look at it and the way I count my hours is as a minimum I'm 60 hours involved in what I'm doing. So for you guys listening and for you guys want to start, if you understand what I'm talking about, is nothing actually came easy to my work, to my companies, to my efforts. Everything has been a lot of work. And if you're trying to get into real estate because it's gonna make you a lot of money and it's gonna be simple, that's not gonna work. You got the wrong mentality. If you ready to work hard and educate yourself all the time and always strive to make the next step, then this is for you. But if you just wanna believe that the real estate is simple and that the money is gonna come easy to you, no, it's the wrong thing to.
I agree. I say it all the time. Those of you who watch TV and watch A&E and HGTV and think that the business is so easy, and listen, they create so much bullshit stories and they create so much drama. They're in the TV rating business. They're not in the real estate investing business. And those of you who think, like he's saying, that this is easy, it's not easy. It's hard work. But working for somebody else is hard work as well. Working for somebody else's dream is also hard work. So we work hard. We probably work more hours than any employed person. And when you say that when you get in business, we're going to work for freedom. Yeah, we work for freedom, but it takes a few years, some years of really, really hard work, dedication, ethics, and really bringing value to the marketplace so that we can create that vehicle, that passive income, that business income, or those investment income that can pay off, that then we can get the benefit of the passive income and the investment and the business working for us. But it takes a lot of years or a few years of really hard work, really a lot of dedication before you start seeing these results.
Also, something important just came to me. For those of you trying to get into real estate educational programs that are nationally recognized, stay away from that. You're better off dealing with Camilo and other local investors. And trust me, it doesn't work. The national guru, the national programs, the ones that cost $25,000, $50,000, and then you think that it's so valuable that it's gonna make you so much money, you're wrong. Those are the ones that don't work. The ones that work are the local ones. So I invite you to go to the Real Estate Investor Associations, your local Real Estate Investor Association, wherever you are. Try to identify one. We normally go to the Broward RIA and the Miami-Dade RIA, and start there. Start trying to get in touch with the people that is doing the real estate investment deals and the people that is involved around that in your local market. And don't go national because it's just a program that is not going to be useful for you.
Absolutely. I completely agree. There's some programs out there in Tampa and Clearwater that I've been to that they offer ways on how you can get owner finance and rent to own. It doesn't work in this market. This is a very high-end competitive market, even here in South Florida. And it doesn't work that way. And what works here doesn't work up there. So we went to another mastermind and they were talking about, oh my God, if you get deals off the MLS, it's a great avenue. Well, for so many years, that's what we did. And they're focusing more on the cold calling. That's what works for them. That's what works for here. So like he's saying is very true. Deal with local investors that are making deals happen. That's why I'm calling these deal makers. Because we are the people moving the economy here. People like Oscar, people like all the other people that I've interviewed on this YouTube channel, they know what they're doing. They're making deals here in this economy. So don't go to these national investor associations because you're probably going to waste your time and your money. You're going to learn something, but they're probably going to cost you a lot of money, and you're probably not going to be able to do the first deal until you get with the local investors. Oscar, thank you so much, man, for your time. I told you it was going to be short and sweet. Yes, during the entire interview, your handle is going to be here. So, guys, contact him if you guys want any inspections, any repairs on your properties, or if you have a great deal, contact us. If you have a great opportunity, if you have buyers or investors that want to invest in the South Florida market, these guys are rock star. And if you don't know him, add him on social media, Instagram, Facebook, on his website. And at the beginning of this talk, I asked you guys to subscribe to the Cash Flow Talk channel. One thing is that if they hear from me, Oscar, do you mind telling the viewer to subscribe to our YouTube channel?
Please, guys, subscribe to his channel, because it's a wealth of information, and it's so important that you support the work of Camilo, because that's the way that he can do more and more and more of these shows, and that's the way that he can find more and more people interested on doing what he's doing and doing what I'm doing, and helping you guys succeed, helping you become multimillionaires. It's no longer a good idea to be a millionaire. You have to be multimillionaires. So thank you, Camilo, one more time for having me here on your show. And I really hope that we can make a ton of money out of this video. Hey,
absolutely.
You have to call me.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. Again, subscribe to the channel below. Give us a comment. And if you guys have any questions for these guys, put it in the comment below. And after the interview, obviously, I'll communicate the question to him and I'll put you guys in contact.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching and take care. Have a good one.